Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Report. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. If y'all know what a ghoul is. If you don't, look it up. Well, I was looking around on the internet trying to find something for y'all, and this popped up. The title of it is "The Ghoul That Travels Among Us." Olivia Phillips is what her name is. Who wrote this? There's other reports as well. I'll read one more after this, but. Okay, images fall in a mysterious time of the year around Bay Area. As the nightly stead echoes in the day, clouds swirling around, the impending storm. It's about to storm. Temperature steadily begins to drop. It seems the ghouls come out in force. Some believe this is because the resonant energy thins the veil between our worlds among the spirits past. Though because believing the ghosts and spirits have always been there because of the time of the year, as people are more attuned to their presence. By the way, falling scenes not only harken the coming winter, but also bringing the supernatural. During this time of the year, people tell stories, ghost stories, abnormal stories. Ghost stories more from typical something bumping in the night. Scary movies. A lot of the scary Halloween movies every year come out that time of the day. They can make you think things. The story has a long, sordid history for a particular ghoul. Has been seen numerous times. Some people have heard whispers of it, though throughout the years, but a particular story comes to them, Mysterious Universe, in a wonderful article written by Jason Oath, and is about Charlotte, a lone traveler on Bart, who had a brush with the unknown. And there's a story occurring in December of 2009. Charlotte was going out. She was out doing something, shopping, Christmas shopping. Look to that. And many of them had chose Bart as a means to travel. On a fateful day, like Charlotte's roommate had chosen to stay home and avoid the cold winter snap. They were experiencing her peaceful day shattered by the erupting arrival of her friend who outburst to bolt the door behind her. She was seriously upset. Eric said, "I've known Charlotte since they were kids, seniors in high school, and this woman is grounded to earth, but she's a normal average person. She's never known her to be a person who plays games, makes up stories, or even prone to exaggerate." Erica was always concerned, of course, who wouldn't be, and asked her friend what had happened. Charlotte had been out shopping that day, her bike, but, it was a harsh day, cold day, and driven her to take a short BART ride home. She recounted how she had boarded the train, bumped into a friend who she had chatted with during the trip. As they spoke, it turned out another friend was on the train, but after scanning the passengers in the car, they couldn't find the person, so they chatted until her friend left. She took a seat midway in the passenger car. She was looking around, doing something or another. When she happened to glance up, she saw a long presence standing inside the aisles. He stood looking at her and seemed to be indicating he wanted to sit there where Charlotte was placed, her bicycle. But she had said nothing. She just stood in the aisles, staring at her. She described him as a tall man, with a religious habit and white collar, white collar worker or whatever. At the point of feeling on the nerves, she asked if he would like to move her bike so he could sit. He said nothing. He just continued to stare, but she gazed at him and felt. I mean, it made me right now I'd be like, oh crap, what is this guy staring at? I've noticed about him, she described him as very tall, frail, with a bone-white complexion and odd red patch of skin that ran from the side of his face to his neck. Okay. Bone-white skin. That would tell me something's wrong with there. I don't know about you, but that's what it would to me. She had again if he wanted to move back, but this time he notching his eyes were white. So he realized he might be visually impaired, so he asked it again, but was yet met with a silence and stare. At the point, Charlotte, getting a little scared, stood and moved the exit where she had decided to ride out the rest of the journey. As she got up, his eyes moved, followed her. She approached the wall. Then she realized it wasn't visually impaired, fact which seemed to make. Okay, guys, you ever seen the freaking zombie movies? You already know this dude ain't live. Okay, white milky eyes, all zombies, all ghouls have those. Zombies basically a ghoul that can think. Probably more to it if you guys know about it than you know. And I scared her. Realized we've seen the ghost. It's like, what the flip? She rushed around checking the other cars. Couldn't find nobody. 19th Street, Nogland. Bart's story was Okay, this is another one. This story would be haunting enough if it was a single event, but apparently this process has been numerous times riding BART trains, each interaction similar to one she had reported here. He always described as sickly or very frail, tall, with pale white complexion. Sometimes he reported has possessing a menacing smile or smirk. Person has always been instills a sense of dread of male violence and one sighting in 2011. The writer left the train, purchased a transit card, and upon returning to the platform came across a homeless man asking for change. When she glanced down at him, she saw the same face expressly, only he spoke to her. He said, "I just want to go home," then blew her a kiss. What is shocking is that those are the very words as he left her office an hour before. Wow. Silent coming for trains and planes and buses to be haunted? Of course, we don't know that. I mean, there's a bunch of them that I know of. I could name a few, but I don't know off the top of my head. Live service points of references. London Tube is believed to be one of the most haunted rail systems in the entire world, but these encounters particularly seem to be much more than a typical ghostly encounter. One thing is for certain, the people who come in contact with this ghoul will never forget their brush with the unknown. It was late when Vanny Denny left for work. This is another one. Boarded the commuter train. Just wanted to go home. She allowed herself to herself. She stepped out of the office door. Shinzo been working emails. Trying to get another one in here. It's the same one. But yeah, guys, that was just as recent 2011. I mean, come on, seriously. Ghouls are abundant, guys. They're just dead people, basically. kind of like zombies, but kind of not. Kind of intelligent. If you guys know what zombies are, of course, you know what the video games nowadays, everybody knows what a zombie is. Ghouls just way more intelligent, and they don't want to eat your brain. They want something from you, but what it is, you don't want to find out, trust me. Well, with that said, guys, I'll have another one for you next week. I'm going to try to do these weekly. I got 19 subs now. Oh my God. I mean, I've been doing this thing with Dark Waters. You know, let me see. The Vault Keeper. He calls us the panel. And next week, well, this week, I'll try to get all their, their links into their channels and whatnot, and send it to you guys. Put it in the description down below. That way you guys can go to their channels, because they're really good guys. They aren't like me. They don't report the paranormal like I do. They talk about it. They do. Dark Waters does a narration thing. Oh man, he's awesome. Vault Keeper does something similar. And then Paranormal, he does investigations. And oh man, I forgot the other guy's name. But he does records of past kind of like, oh man, I don't know how to describe it. But he usually does a list of certain things, and then he gives you information on the paranormal. So we're all four of us. Well, that's not including me. We do paranormal stuff. This is, I guess you'd call our group paranormal panel, I guess. And I'll have all that stuff out for you guys, because really, I mean, these are really a group of great guys who just love the paranormal like I do. And like I said, next week I'll have another piece of paranormal news for you. If you like it, subscribe, let me know what you like. Till then, good luck, good night, God bless.